Innovative.
Innovative comedy.
Check this out. I'm cool as Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
That being said, make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and innovative.comedy, and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. Who I got in the building with me today?
What's good? It's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. This is Innovative Comedy, Innovative Culture. We here again. It's another day, another show. Who else we got in here with us?
Shit, man. You know who it is. This is your boy Mario Caballero. I think this is my 5th time on this show, something like that.
Keep it coming.
Let's go, baby. We gonna keep it coming like you're at Adelita.
I'm going to HK.
What the hell? Did you go to a hibachi place? Maybe. Yeah, man. Follow me on at Puro Caballero. Yo, I heard the door squeak. I thought we were in the AOL chat room for a second. Just kicking it, innovative.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
All right, my name is Timmy Cruz. I think it's like my 3rd time, so I'm gonna catch up to you eventually.
Let's go. We in here. Yeah. Repeat customers.
It's like once you come once, you want to come again.
Come again.
You can follow me on Instagram at Dela831, so DELA831, right? And then gonna start trying to get back into open mics and back to stand up because this 9 to 5 shit kind of suck. Everyone be like, yo, you gotta be more professional. You mean I gotta kiss ass? Tim, we're just telling you, you have to behave more professionally. I'm like, man, fuck. Can I just take a couple sick days? Like, nah, you can't. You gotta be here tomorrow every day. I'm like, damn.
Every damn day, bro.
So I'm like, I'm sick. I'm gonna take some leave. It's cool. I'll be back.
I got long COVID.
Long.
So the resurrected COVID.
Long
just keep
dick
coming back.
COVID.
Hey, long dick COVID.
Hey, before we get into it, man, I see Tony with the shades. I gotta match that motherfucker.
Yeah, see, you got the Robert Downey Juniors.
The little Downey.
That's the Robert Downey Juniors. I always say those with either those are the Bram Stoker Draculas, the Bruce Willis Jackals, or the RDJs.
RDJ. I'll take the RDJ.
Because the RDJ always had them from the 80s alone. Like he had the smallest one. But Bram Stoker Dracula.
What about the glasses, like the little flip up? The little
Oh,
flip
those
up
are
legs?
the Dwayne Waynes.
The Dwayne Waynes.
Those were always called the Dwayne Waynes from A Different World because he always had. He was the first person we really saw with. I'm sure people had him, but he was the first person that was his character. Like he always had him on A Different World. Yeah. The flips of the Dwayne Wayne. Shout out Kadeem Hardison. White Man Can't Jump. Death by Temptation. He got some classics.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah, those are some hitters.
Got the RDJs, the blackface RDJ.
Those are the fugitive. No, U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals.
Those are the U.S. Marshals. Where he's like, he's like, hey, I'm trying to get some tips. I'm trying to come up. Shit, give me the map, man. We super lost. I always give him a props for that. That's my shit. I love that shit. That shit's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
So it's been good with y'all. What's been going on in the world of everybody here? Just different shit with the fires.
Just trying to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
And it's that, my bad.
We talk about days off.
The non-black person had to bring it up. That's cold. He's like, well, it is MLK Day.
So you guys know what today is?
I'm like, yeah, Tony's not even acknowledging it like at all.
Honestly,
he didn't even
dreams.
refer to my nigga. He didn't, nothing.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really.
It's just Monday.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't really. I just don't fall into any holiday.
Every other day is an off day.
Juneteenth, all that shit. Like,
no, I was at work on Thursday, and it was a big board. And it's like, what's the first word that comes to mind when you think of Martin Luther King? Right? People are like freedom, liberty,
assassination.
Justice. I was thinking, oh, shit, that's worse.
Yeah,
I was just like, I had to go up to one of my Asian coworkers. I'm like, what's the first thing you think of? And he's like, black? I was like, okay. I was like, cool. So I'm not the only one that thought it. All right.
I would go more along the lines of like civil rights.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But just to say black? Like,
My brain is basic. It's like I don't.
You gotta say it like what's the name? Was it Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon 2? But you blick. But the South African dude was trying to convince them to go to Africa, and then he was like, "Oh, my friend wants to come too," and it was Danny Glover, and he's like, "Oh, your friend is right. You shouldn't go to South Africa." And he was like, "Oh, why? I'm trying to go unite with my people." Well, because you're blick. It wasn't black. It was like blick. Blick, like you got the blick. But you're blick. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, man, yeah. Just enjoying my day off.
That's right.
There we go. That's funny. Yeah, I feel like if you come to this country and you have no idea what like the history of like all that stuff is, you're like, Martin Luther King's just boulevard in every city.
Yeah. People in the street.
They really don't have an idea. You're like, why is he so famous? He's so popular. Every city got Martin Luther King Boulevard.
They Wikipedia, and he was like, he's a preacher?
But
like,
what parts of those cities is that street?
Yeah, it's always the ghetto part.
Exactly.
Cesar Chavez is stepping
It's
up.
crazy because it was just like
Gaining ground.
I just seen it was like a incident, like a shooting happened a few weeks ago, and it happened in Long Beach. And I noticed on one of the news stations I watched, and I know the place, when they named the streets, they made sure they said it's near. It didn't happen on MLK. They were like, it's near Martin Luther King Street. And that shit bothered me because I'm like, it's near a very big major street before. It's closer to that major street before MLK. There's
they're trying to
three
lump
other,
it in.
and that shit just was like, it just kind of made me like, why would they even say that? And that made no sense.
Yeah, it's like
for them
it
to
was
like
like-
lump that in.
It's like on Orange. But
Yeah.
we're
We're on this street. Like that, it was just kind of, it was just random. But I noticed it is usually always hood as fuck though on MLK. Yeah. It's like, and then it'll switch. The street like switches to a different name when it gets nice.
That's
It'll be,
true. Yeah, like it's a long boulevard.
Yeah, it'll just turn to something else. It's not MLK. It's like
Kellogg's Avenue or some shit.
Like now they changed like rodeo to Obama a few years
Yeah, I was
back.
about to say that same thing.
It's
Yeah.
like, that shit still, that's just been like 8 years since he was in. I think right before he left office.
Yeah, I think so.
It was like right before he left the first time. They changed rodeo starting from. Well, I think it runs all the way back to. I don't know. Well, I think it's from Crenshaw.
I think so. Yeah.
Because like it was rodeo. Because it's like Exposition. It's Jefferson, Exposition, then rodeo. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I always loved it when it was rodeo though, because it was like rodeo.
It's rodeo.
Yeah.
And like growing up over there, like we just said rodeo, and then when you say rodeo, you going so like you going shopping.
Yeah.
Like you got money. Like we on rodeo, but it's like Rodeo Drive or so it's just like Porsche and Porsche. Like what the fuck are you over pronouncing extra letters and shit? Just
seriously though, yeah, they just make it a French for no reason, just to sound bougie.
Wee. So what with the fires and shit and everything going on? Were you guys in that area? Well, I know you kind of like on the east. And are you in Long Beach? Or?
Yeah, like I was out in Van Nuys and fucking up there for. I've been back in Long Beach for like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wasn't close enough. Thank God. I was like, I think 10 miles from like the Hollywood fires, the Hollywood Hills, and I was probably like 20, 25 from Altadena and from Palisades. So yeah, you know my broke ass can't afford no place in LA proper, period, let alone Palisades. But yeah, I feel for everybody out in Altadena. That shit was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I got a buddy of mine, my buddy Damon, lives out there in Pasadena, and he's got family all in that area. And he was telling me people were like staying at his crib for a little bit, and like he showed me video and pictures. He's like, yeah, my elementary school that I went to is burned down completely. Like the park that I grew up at, it was just like on flames.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wild. I was just he showed me video that some of his friends took just driving around the neighborhood block to block, and it'll be like 2 blocks fine, and then you turn the corner and it's just like everything's on fire. It's like, what the hell? It's just so crazy. But yeah, thank God I'm okay. I got a little sister. She lives out in Glendora.
Oh yeah.
So they had a little fire too out there too.
And that's one of my homies was telling me about that. He was like
on the hill.
And he's like, you notice how they didn't give a fuck about that. They didn't it wasn't really televised. My homie, he brought that up specifically when we were talking about that last Sunday. And he's like, that shit's been burning. They're just not even talking about that shit because it's not kind of the richer. And it's like, it's sad, even if it is rich people, it's still sad. Nobody should just lose every fucking thing they got out of nowhere. And it ain't just, people be like, oh, it's rich people. Like, it's just rich, like, white people with monocles and shit.
No, but when they say rich people, right? All right, these people have money, right?
Yeah, wealthy.
They may have invested interest in these networks to where it's like, yeah, we're covering these people because they're our sponsors.
Yeah.
They're our investors.
This
you know,
money's
like,
gonna come back.
Yeah.
And I
So-
figure they got insurance. So.
Yeah, that's a whole
The
nother
ones
thing,
that do
bro.
have insurance.
That's a whole nother thing.
yeah.
So what's
except-
the biggest conspiracy? What's the biggest conspiracy you've heard about the fires?
So the big thing is that allegedly, State Farm, the insurance company, recently rejected a whole bunch of claims to like be able to insure people for fire coverage in California, LA specifically. So a lot of people who had that coverage got dropped like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And then so the fires all happened. So now apparently that company's got to like less that they have to pay out because they, beat the punch, right? They beat it to it. And then it's crazy because they had to move the football game. It was the LA Rams were supposed to host a home game, right? At SoFi
Arizona.
Stadium. They moved it to Arizona. And guess what the name of that stadium is? It's State Farm Stadium. Yeah.
No. But I'll take it even deeper down the rabbit hole, right?
Let's go.
That deeper down the rabbit hole, right?
Where's my tinfoil?
So State Farm just pulled their Super Bowl commercial.
Yes, and it was on fire too.
No, that was the one from last year. So the commercial from last year had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny
yes.
DeVito in it, and they're saving people out of a burning house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's still on YouTube.
That part is, but they have another ad though, and they apparently pulled. I saw the headline and I saw that picture, and I was like, oh shit, they're gonna run that commercial back, and that's what I thought. But then, no,
That wouldn't be a good idea.
I mean,
not for them. Not specifically, not for them. That would be the
that's
dumbest
crazy.
shit ever. But then
That's
it's
crazy.
like premonition. I don't know.
right? It's like it's a Luigi situation, bro. Like
Man,
what's
we
gonna
need-
happen?
It's like you put out that ad and then
You need to
cancel.
put the L symbol in the sky, like it's just the Luigi,
big L.
the L, like that's on the hat.
Yeah.
On his
It's
hat.
like just a big ass L in the sky.
I've been joking about that, man. Free my brother. He didn't do it.
That shit is fun.
No, I remember I was on
the bro.
Instagram scrolling. I saw 32 people say he was with them, and I was like, you know what? I
Yeah,
believe
maybe
these
he
32
was.
people.
He went to McDonald's to get food for the crew.
Yeah.
He's on a food run. He's
just happened.
like Harlan Williams and Half Baked. He just went to get snacks and shit went sideways and ended up in prison. Now I'm a cop killer. Like,
Yeah.
Now I'm a cop killer.
So, it was the fucking Funyuns, dude. That's what threw it over the edge.
That whole story was wild, though. Everyone was tripping for a minute. Every business CEO took their picture off of their website immediately.
Oh yeah, they
bro.
set up a CEO hotline.
Did they really?
Yeah, because like
No,
they're like,
they
no,
didn't.
we feel threatened. Like, all right, we're gonna set up a special hotline.
Bro, if I was somebody who wanted to get those people, I would set up that hotline so they call me, and
That's
so then I can now
hilarious.
track them.
So yeah, send me.
Who's the most concerned?
Text me your address and your details.
So where is
We'll
your
send over
comfort
you-
place? Where are you most comfortable? If it all went down, do you have somewhere to hide?
We'll send you a newsletter.
Is it near the water?
I need your address. Is it near the water?
I'm gonna be like, what's his name? Gerard Butler and fucking and all law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
That shit was. I love that movie. That movie is. That should show you that people not just root for the villain, but are you the villain when you're like doing shit that.
Yeah.
It's like he was saying real shit. He went around in a psychotic way.
We need to have a counter at the bottom of the screen for like all of your movie references.
Yeah, because it's like
Every topic, it'll be like, I'm gonna be like him from this movie. So it's gonna be like him from this movie.
Like he thought that shit out. It was nice.
It was
like,
technical. He was I think he was a CIA operative.
he was
he did wet work.
He was an engineer at one point.
Hey, you know
That's what they call like hitman shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
wet work. Like,
Getting wet.
Yeah, wetting a nigga t-shirt. Put a bullet in your shirt. Wet shit. When's the last time somebody said wet t-shirt? Since Cube or Dre.
leave them wet.
Yeah, what a nigga. That's like some OTFB from Death Row. You
It's
remember?
a wet t-shirt. I'm thinking
Yeah,
about like
because
spring
at
breakers
that point,
and shit.
it's after that it was we gonna put you on a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. It went from like, that's crazy. It's like evolve.
Wet t-shirt for the black community and the white community.
Yeah,
is
it's like
different.
we
One's
just-
a contest.
Yeah, that is crazy
Florida.
too. You get a wet t-shirt. No one wants to go to a wet t-shirt contest in the hood.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
definitely don't want to win.
You don't want to. You the winner of the wet T-shirt contest, motherfucker. Like Nino Brown said that shit. Like, nigga, that's wild. That's scary.
Oh,
You don't want a winner. You don't want to run
Spring
her
break in the hood is
You
a
don't
lot
even want to
different.
participate. Like,
Spring break yourself.
Spring break.
yourself.
That just sounds like a flyer for like a pool party
Yes.
event that you don't
Oh
want to
my
come
God,
to.
dog.
Spring break yourself and there's niggas with shiesties on it.
Pocket
like,
checks at the door.
Yeah.
We doing pocket
Shiesty
checks
with
at
the
the
Laker
door.
jersey on.
with swim trunks on and a shiesty, but holding the bottles.
With an MJ,
Yeah.
Magic Johnson or MJ jersey.
Hey, I could just imagine seeing a flyer for that. And then
not
to tell you
going
all
there.
the activities they got going on in that
I
motherfucker.
can
Like
only
the
imagine.
dice games, you know, like all that type of
Punch
shit.
bowl.
I'm not going. I'm definitely not going to that shit. We definitely not. Doing that.
So, main event, wet T-shirt contest.
We got a keg of Old English.
Yo.
A variety of malt liquors.
A keg of malt liquor.
They got Colt
Keg of
40,
Old English.
Colt 45, St. Ives,
Mickey's.
They got them all. They got them on tap.
They got them on tap. Got what's the other one? Tiger. Tiger. Remember Tiger? Yeah, Cobra.
Cobra. Oh, King Cobra.
You gotta have all of them. You gotta have the oldies.
Hurricane.
Hurricane. And then they had silvers, and they're doing silver satin shots.
Slits Bull.
Mad Dog 2020 shots.
2020. Yeah.
Have them lined up looking like a rainbow.
No, you do. Yeah, you got the Mad Dog.
That's the premium top shelf
99
liquor.
Boone's
bananas.
Farm.
Boone's Farm is top. They come out with the party with the sparkler.
Yes.
They come out with the baller. It says baller.
To the table.
It's like Boone's Farm and Seagram's gin on the
They got a
tray.
charcuterie
As soon as they
tray.
finish, they just take out the sparklers.
Put a charcuterie tray
reuse
with
them.
Only purple
fruit and
grapes.
cheese on it.
Only want purple grapes.
Not the white.
Seedless. That's wild.
That would be great. Someone's got an AI image that,
Yeah,
that
I'm
flyer.
sure. It's an alternate dimension that already exists.
That's so easy to do now. Before you'd have to pay somebody out of pocket. You just pay like $10.
Shit, you
for a
still
little-
can.
Yeah.
Call me. I'll do it for you. Shit. But don't deter people. Still, you don't gotta
Yeah.
teach yourself how to do that shit if you don't want to. Go ahead and pay me to do it.
Treat
I'll do that
yourself.
shit
Don't
all day
teach
for you.
yourself.
Come on, come on over.
You must
Support small businesses. I'm fucking up.
All
My
day.
bad.
All day.
Taking money out of your pocket, Cam. My bad.
I like
short-stopping
AI.
my shit.
Yeah, anybody else that wants some AI shit, come on over.
Yeah, we've had this discussion. I always like Skynet. Like he's a Skynet sympathizer. Like he's gonna tell him where we are when the drones
AI
hit.
has helped me in so many ways.
See, I think
It
I
makes
think they've already merged with it.
It makes my
He's
content
cyborg.
creation a lot easier.
He said
It makes
Skynet.
it a lot more. It makes things I want to do a lot
You see
more
the coding
accessible.
in his eyes? Like the codes went across his eyes when he said that.
You got that.
Like, he was like, AI has helped me so much.
It's just the gospel of AI.
You'd be like, okay.
Who bought you, Cam? Who bought you?
He would be like
Is
that.
it Grok?
He's like the beginning of Terminator.
It's not even ChatGPT.
No, not Salvation.
He got Grok.
What is it? Not Dark Fate.
GPT?
That's the
What's
beginning.
the
That's the
other one?
beginning of Terminator Genesis when they show young Kyle Reese in the sewer, and then the Terminators. Are there more down here?
That's it.
That's what he kept. Are there more down here, like humans? He was like, I just want to know. Hey, we're editing, man. Yeah, editing humans out of existence.
Control, deleting humanity.
Shit. Yeah. Damn, so we're gonna shift it just a little bit. Speaking of people being deleted, this Ashley,
Unalived.
yeah, this Ashley Babbitt.
What was it? Ashley?
Ashley.
It was
Ashley. That sounds like a porn star. A corn star.
Make it clap when she walk past me.
Ashley.
Does her name have two S's in it?
It was like, what is
It was
she?
like
ASH?
ASHLI.
It's like two I's, I believe. It's
So
like
it might be.
it was like
Ashley.
It was like some. It's very. You said it like you were falling, like Ashley, like she was supposed to catch you,
Yeah, right.
like that video, Miguel, Miguel, like you ever see that video, Miguel, and the nigga falls off the roof, and motherfuckers was like, well, what the fuck was Miguel supposed to do, nigga? He was sliding on the roof.
No, but
Hey,
that's how niggas used to
Mexicans
call
fall
girls
in.
across the street, like when they far away.
Yeah.
Like, Ashley!
Yeah.
Like, trying to make
You
that shit
fade
echo.
away. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Trying
to make it travel so that shit, by the time it do get to her, by the time the sound get to her.
Ashley! Like, that's why it just died out. It's like somebody stabbed, like you took a sniper bullet right as you said it.
And that, look, she gonna turn around, what the hell calling me like that?
Like, what's wrong with you? Are we calling me like that in public?
Come out with a stank face, like, what the fuck?
I've never seen that man before in my life.
I'm acting like I don't know. Like,
Walking across the parking lot, Tony.
yeah, just keep walking fast.
I don't know that motherfucker.
Tony!
If he asks, we ain't got change.
I'm gonna start
Just walk
walking
away
faster.
faster.
Yeah, walk faster. Don't even look back. Don't even look
Grams.
back. Yeah.
Build in an echo.
They be like looking around on the roof and shit. Like, who said that? Did it come out the speakers? You looking at the speakers in the parking lot like,
Did it come out the speaker?
why did it echo like that? Today. Welcome.
I am the greatest.
Yeah.
Greatest of all time. Thank you.
Welcome. Leroy. To the little party in your honor. Leroy.
I never, look, I was like, that was my the fucking worst part of the movie for me.
What, the fight?
No, with his big ass face on the screen.
Oh, really? It scared you?
Yeah, it did. As a kid,
Yeah, you were
I'm
young,
like, man,
man.
what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
because I was like 7 when that came out, so I was young. So I know that, yeah, you was like, probably like, what the fuck? You just see an old George Costanza looking nigga on the screen going crazy.
And it was like the nose down.
Yeah.
It wasn't even his whole face. It
He was
was
like, Leroy! He was screaming and shit. That's crazy.
Oh shit.
What were you saying about?
Yeah, what's homegirl's name?
I was like,
So
Ashley Ribbit.
Ashley
he pulled up the article.
So
Ashley.
He really want to talk about
She
this
got a
shit.
Wikipedia page.
So
That shit
she was a
surprised
lady
me.
that was at the January 6th criminal storm when they tried to kill or do whatever they were trying to do to people.
When they stormed the Capitol.
And they stormed the Capitol, and it went sideways for it went past sideways for her. It was upside down. And well, she ended up getting she ended up
Sideways,
getting popped.
6 feet under.
Yeah, and because she was trying to break into like a room in an area where that was already being protected
That video
because the
was-
people were hiding. I still had that video on my IG and on one of my phones.
That video was
Like,
crazy. It was
I had
all
that
over
video.
Twitter.
Like,
all over Twitter.
And the video I had, it was a Sada Baby, the Too Much Choppers. Edit over it. It was perfect. Like the bam, choppers in your head. And they edited. It was perfect. I'm surprised like IG never.
Damn, took me out.
Like I'm surprised they like
you know
never.
the song. That's perfect.
I swear I'm surprised IG didn't take it down off my shit. It shows it and it shows her like fall out the door on the
Yeah.
floor and they're like, oh, and then the music just stops.
Yeah.
But they put the music over the whole video. So, but because it was just people didn't have remorse, you're a criminal. And I felt my thing. So I only came up on this story about 2 weeks ago because it was the anniversary, January 7th or 6th or whatever it was. And when I seen about maybe 40 people went out and were in front of the Capitol, like with their hats, their hats on and their suits and their Kobe Covington outfits.
Kobe Covington.
And they were like, they're goofballs out there trying to like, they're not even real like voters and half those people aren't even taxpayers. Like,
Real
I don't
patriot
trust.
doesn't pay
It's just
taxes.
they're trolls and troublemakers that just found something to like latch on to. If you vote for somebody for their politics or what they're actually doing, that's different.
You know what the craziest part is? The FBI was embedded with those people. So some people were like a part of. I think like they allege that they may have been the ones instigating people to start like getting crazy
Yeah.
and escalating shit. So they're the ones that are gonna be scot free because they're part of the inside. So it's like, was it like that's another conspiracy theory. It's like who's like responsible like for it getting crazy. You know what I mean?
Because I think I heard like
Yeah.
supposedly like some people were like, yeah, we'll just leave this door unlocked.
Right.
Whoops.
That's crazy.
I didn't see him bust through the door.
I was like, it just to see and then what pissed me off honestly about it the most was like this reverse psychology shit they kind of pull of. She was this innocent patriot that was taken by crooked, corrupt policeman, and the corrupt court system that's trying not to charge him, and because he was in the line of duty doing his job and was protecting his life and these people who that was his job.
Yeah.
But these same people are the same people you see on posts. Like, no, if I see somebody and I'm not, when I jump on videos or I see a video of people reacting to and people are trying to take it to the streets and protest because somebody got smoked or some crazy shit. But I'm like, well, when I see a whole video or be like bro is like really trying to wrestle the gun away or like I would have did the same thing. So it's not every video I don't be like, yeah, that's wrong because he was just a black dude. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter what race you are. If you do some ignorant shit with people you know that'll end you, that's on you, and you miscalculated.
That's one of those just comply moments.
Yeah, just like it's like why were you? But it's a difference.
That's what we get.
It's a difference. Of
just comply. Just lay on the ground.
Yeah, it's a difference of just comply, and you're wrestling. What you're trying to. I'm fighting for my life on camera, opposed to when we see people say I feared for my life, and there was no reason for him to.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. These are the people you see in comments making fun of people that got a guy that maybe got hit in the back and with his arms in the air, that was like, I'm not doing anything, and he wasn't fighting or just anything of that nature.
Yeah.
These people roast and make jokes and make up nicknames, and it's funny. Now when it's one of you guys
it's a tragedy.
that was actually doing a criminal act, was involved in a criminal act and got laid out, it's corrupt police. You see what it's everything that applies to us when it is that. And it's like that's what I think what people just don't like with the whole I don't know if it's the whole campaign of the cabinet or the people. It's like this weird it's like this sickening weird like I'll just glide that into we can still talk about the Bibbit or Babbitt, whatever, if we can still jump on that, but it's the same thing with Snoop, Nelly and Rick Ross and Soulja Boy and going to the Trump thing over then. And now they're like he's like in meltdown mode because you were one of the most top outspoken people against Trump. Yeah. So for you to be like DJing his party, like that's insane. And you was calling him on and doing videos with like aiming at him, and you know what I mean.
I can kind of respect if he's like he gave me a shit ton of money. He paid me a lot. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like he backed the truck up to my house.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that.
I understand.
And it is like what will make you say no if you felt that like strong about somebody. If they backed a truck up of money to your house, would you be like, man, all right, man? Like
I think it's more of acceptance though too, because it's like, yeah, they may not be the person that you voted for, but at the same time, it's like you accept what happened and know that, all right, this person is the person that was chosen now, and they have to look out for our best interest, and we would hope they would. So maybe you try to be a part of the change and be a part of the cause that you want to see.
Yeah. Right. You don't storm the Capitol
and put other cops' lives really in danger.
Yeah, and then
like I said,
that part was crazy.
That excuse has been used for years when we see
it's kind of like
people get knocked down.
Like a train
I feared for my life. When you can see cops like backing up, running,
right?
Like saying stop, and they're like and smashing flags against the ground, like they're like
charging up,
like
and
javelins and shit.
You remember the shaman? The MAGA shaman with the buffalo head? Yeah.
And he was like, he couldn't go to jail. He couldn't do his prison time because he was vegan and they didn't have a vegan option. And that was literally one of the reasons he was trying to like stay out of jail because he was vegan. Like, but we're snowflakes.
Right.
Like you, I can do county time and not call nobody, and nobody even know I'm in jail, and come home and be like, I don't need shit while I'm in there. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll do my time by myself and come home. You you got your mom like talking to Fox News about vegan options. And you walk around a buffalo head like you hunted it and did that yourself, and face paint, like it's the psyche of these people.
Yeah.
Of like that's why, and then they act like you don't like this or no, we don't like that, and that's
it's a wild situation though, that we got, just like that we're in the world right now. Like today is the day that he gets inaugurated into office for the second time, which is like crazy.
Yeah, they just did it.
But at the same time, like you're saying, like maybe you do have to like say like, all right, it's you know, it is what it is. This is our 4 years, and he's just gonna be out afterwards, and then that's.
Are there more down here?
So some people are
Skynet reference.
I don't know. It might be some other laws that get changed. You know, it's hard for a lot of people who are convicted felons to get jobs, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't you think some of that shit should change now? Since you know one of the
there's
highest
one.
offices in our government.
Felon.
You can't work at 7-Eleven, but you could be the president.
That's crazy.
Nah, I feel like you should be able to go out and franchise your own 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Certain places won't rent to you if you're a convicted felon.
Yeah.
Like, you can't rent an apartment, but you can be president.
There's a lot of different
Like, that's insane.
barriers that come up with
That's
that. Yeah.
Hey, come on, bro.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Like,
But yeah, maybe it's also just like the people just tired of getting lied to by the other side too, because the people who
it's a lot of
are
that.
supposed
They definitely
to,
messed up.
the people
They
who
were
are
playing
like
it
on
too
the
nice.
left side who are supposed to be like people looking out for people of color and shit.
People can always
just took
see-
advantage of them and just like took their votes for granted a lot
this
of
was
times.
like,
they
I think, one of the
definitely
few
took it for
times,
Yeah.
like, everyone saw the snakes in the grass.
Yeah.
Usually they say, like, oh, I can see the snake in the grass and no one. And this is like the time everyone seen it,
Yeah.
like, nah, it was like multiple snakes.
No, it's like you
And
see
they're
them
all-
do something, and you're like, this is not the time
Like
to be
Newsom?
stupid.
Like Newsom with his little shoulder.
Yeah.
He's like, we're gonna repurpose the land. You know,
Newsom slimy
We've been
looking.
talking to some, you know, and it's
Yo,
like,
if
that's
you know, and if you know
crazy.
Kamala's whole history and her shit, like people weren't like down with like what she was
Ever.
as a DA.
Yeah, when she was a prosecutor.
Yeah, as a prosecutor. If you want to go way back to that shit,
Way
people
back.
think she like came up because she was sleeping with Slick Dick
Yeah.
Willie Brown, fucking mayor of San Francisco.
Supposedly.
Allegedly, I don't know if it did or
more,
not.
it's more proof.
I
And
don't know,
then she
man.
got with Montel afterwards.
Yeah.
After Willie was like, hey.
I mean, that's good. If you could sleep your way to the top as a man, would you?
I mean, I don't like.
As long as they were straight, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not saying like the P Diddy route,
You're
right?
like, what's up with those cheeks?
Like you going.
You want this VP, bro? Like,
Any other bad boy executives still out there?
are there more here?
Like-
are there more down here? Like, no.
Maybe like Oprah walks into a room and asks how bad you want this opportunity.
Puts a strap on.
And she wants to see you do Gail.
Yeah, that'd be the shit though. Nah.
She's gonna sit there. She's gonna sit there with a cigar. She's gonna sit there with a cigar with her feet up on Stedman's back. Stedman is a coffee table. He's the gimp. He's the gimp. He's the gimp with a ball gag from Pulp Fiction.
Yo, Oprah. If Oprah offered you a bag though,
I'll be Richie Cunningham, and this is my wife, Oprah.
No, you said Oprah with a strap on earlier. That
Why?
yeah.
No, he said that. Everyone is
I was like, nah, it wasn't me.
He was like, no, he said that shit.
So now when you keep saying if Oprah pay you, the first shit that pop into somebody head
She's
is
gonna walk in greasing it. She's gonna walk in with a tube of Vaseline.
That's a good AI image.
yo, oh my
Oprah all
god,
leathered up.
AI be doing
Oprah all
too
leathered up.
much.
And you know how AI makes you look all buff or
she gonna
swollen?
have some like some futuristic shit, like the one that
Her boobs
shoots.
gonna be like triple
She
D's.
got the one that shoots.
No,
They gonna make her hair gonna be like all super curled.
up in my guts. That'd be horrible. Maybe I'll take it back.
Get it off. We out.
We're done.
We're done.
A jackhammer attachment.
Oh, no.
No. Just
Pulverized.
it's just
She turns it up to Blitzkrieg.
Just has dials.
Exactly. It's like Bane's old belt.
Yeah.
You remember Bane's old like
Yeah, for the venom.
and he's like and you see the veins.
You walk in, you like, we gonna start gentle? She's like,
She's like, I don't know, gentle.
she's like, you choose 10 or 20. What you start?
Damn.
Can I go 2?
She's going at 14.
oh, this went too far. I regret this going down this.
Oprah. Like Oprah.
From Babbitt to Oprah with the deal.
Oh my God.
Jackhammer attachment.
Getting laid out in the Capitol to getting
getting-
pulverized.
in the White House.
In the from the crack house to the White House.
Any topics?
Oh yeah, there were more
No, we
topics.
keeping this going.
I don't want to get down to like a minute and a half and you start another topic. So do you have any topics right now?
We still, we got a few. We still got some.
This is new. I don't remember a topic list before.
Yeah, I do it randomly every now and
Nah,
then.
he like to
when I
wait till the
remember.
show's almost over and then go for like an extra 20 minutes because he say he forgot to talk about something.
Gotta be like,
So I'm
yeah,
trying to help now so we don't get to that point
We
where we
gonna
can
go
end on
another
time.
40. We going another 46
Nah, we not.
minutes.
I'm ending this shit when
We
the
got
shit beat.
20. That's all. It's an hour plus 20.
So y'all know when we get to that 2 minute
like-
warning, that's when we gonna start doing our outros.
We
Because
just
Tony
like-
not
yeah,
gonna
I
get
got
it.
Yeah, we working.
Tony, like we got
Make
time.
sure you say your shit early enough.
All right, so
it's
I
in there.
get my clothes
All
up.
right. Oh man. Man. I won my parlay yesterday. That was what's up.
What you doing, DraftKings?
No.
That's all I
got
ever
a
see is
guy.
DraftKings.
I might have a guy. Yeah, my homie has a hookup. I'll just say that. But yeah, we live in a state that unfortunately has not voted that shit in yet, so I can
Yeah, and I was always like,
confirm nor deny.
I
That
always figured I have to like drive across.
yeah,
like
yeah,
Vegas.
to Nevada. Yeah, they had like on the apps too. They like geotag everything.
Yeah.
And so like like legally you're not supposed to gamble with like DraftKings like. But you could do some of them, like you can do the player prop ones. They'll let you do. It's weird. It's
I just
fucking
figured you didn't like actually get money.
weird. Yeah, I may have won a
You
little.
buy,
money.
you buy credits
yeah,
and you gamble with the credits.
yeah. There's other shit like that, and then you can cash it out. But yeah, shit, fucking backdoor parlay, bro. The cover came at the last second where I was like, all right, one dude on the fucking Chiefs took a safety with like a minute left or whatever, trying to run the clock out, and then I was like, wait a minute. I took it at 9.5. That cut it to 9 points. I'm like, I'm still alive. Let's go, baby. Yeah. And then I had the Commanders, and then they won like outright.
That shit was crazy.
That was crazy. And then
Like Detroit just can't get over the hump.
yeah, that was wild. They're all sad now.
Yeah, they was crying.
They're all sad now. And then the last one, I think, what was the morning game? Shit, now I'm blanking. What the fuck? It wasn't the Baltimore game.
Buffalo? No.
Buffalo.
No,
won
the
that
morning
one.
was the Rams and the Eagles.
Yeah, I took the Rams.
Why?
Because they had like 7.5 points.
Thank you for having faith in the team.
Fuck
you
them
know,
niggas.
But they
They up outta
fucking
here.
yeah.
Yo.
But the Eagles were
Fly
fucking up in the
birds,
snow
fly.
a little bit. They were fucking up at the end of the game.
Hey, fly birds.
So when they
Wait. So the Rams are still in it?
no, they
No,
just
they-
lost. They
alright,
just
cool.
lost.
Yeah,
But
they got
it came
That's
down to
good.
the last like the last few
I can live
plays.
with that.
Like the last minute. They scored a
They
touchdown.
didn't get bodied, but it was
Yeah.
good.
That's fine.
So they scored
They
it.
lost by what, 2?
I blame it on the snow.
Yeah, the snow was crazy though. They
The snow was ridiculous.
You're a
Yeah, not used
professional.
to it. Yeah.
You're a professional
Yeah.
football player.
True.
We have mountains.
You're not playing in the park.
We have mountains. There's
Yeah.
snow up there.
They should have went in practice.
Bro, they practice in Woodland
Rams
Hills.
play inside.
Yeah.
But they what in Woodland Hills
But
and
you
the-
know
on
other
turf.
teams got
in
snow.
Topanga Canyon.
You have money. You can build a compound there.
And you only gonna see the snow during the playoffs.
True.
That's the most
That's
important
what makes it the
time.
worst.
Yo, the start of the game it was like nothing too, and then by the
Oh,
the
really?
halftime it was just all covered.
Like
white,
the classic
the-
game.
Yeah.
I used to like playing that shit. Even on
You
Sega,
can't
I
even
used to
see the
like snow
numbers on the
games.
ground.
They couldn't see the numbers. They just had to like when they
You can't see the line, so you don't know where your first down is.
In between plays, they
That's
take
crazy.
a snow
Just
blower.
run on faith. Don't stop.
That's what they
That's
was
it.
doing.
Yeah,
I think that's what the coach would say. Just
Just
"Oh,
keep
I can't
going."
see first down.
There was a couple times where
score.
like the ref had to like move the football around. He's like, no, it's actually over here, because like they couldn't
That-
see where.
right,
Like
that's
where-
kinda suspicious.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
I get that one.
It kind of. It's always
Yeah.
what the refs do. But yeah, it was, that shit was crazy. So they were down like 13 after Saquon busted a long ass touchdown again on them, and then fucking they came down and then scored a touchdown out of nowhere. They weren't doing nothing because the snow was fucking them up. And then Stafford was like, all right, last chance, let's go. And he scored that, and I was like,
Over.
That's my cover. Boom, let's go. I don't care what happens the rest of this game. If they win, cool. If they don't, whatever. I don't
that
give
last
a fuck.
2-minute
Yeah,
drive.
Yeah. And then they came down, got the ball back again because the Eagles fucked up. They ran a QB like play action, and Hurts couldn't throw the ball. He was like couldn't figure out what to do, and he fell down, like lost like 10 yards. And then they had to punt it back. So they gave the Rams a chance, and then they fucking
was like, it was
Nah, I couldn't get it. Yeah, couldn't get it done. They got close though. They made like 3 or 4 plays to get like in the red zone area. So it was like all the Eagles fans were nervous, bro. They were sweating like crazy.
But did you watch UFC?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Marab,
I saw that.
I feel Marab should have been the main event.
Yeah,
I feel like it's so. I was watching it with the homie at the bar.
It was a weird.
And Islam's fight from the standpoint of a actual like a technical. That's what he did. What you were supposed to do. You was getting rocked. You was getting lit up. And dude was about to like sleep you. It was coming. It was like Islam was about to get it, and he locked on and he gooned him, and got him up out of there.
So
And but from an entertainment like main event standpoint, that was like. It's like I don't want to hate, but it was like that was like damn, like Marab's fight, the co-main event, and it was still a championship fight.
Right.
That was like they bouncing around, he breaking. You couldn't take him. Khabib's brother couldn't take him down.
Umar.
Yeah, he's doing his like he's like look, he can't take me down, and sleep. He throwing hands. It was a good ass fight. Yeah. But I just think no, they didn't. I feel Dana didn't like Marab because he turned down the title fights when AJ had it, because AJ your boy.
When Aljo, Sterling.
But it's like with DC and Kane were in the same division.
Right.
And they're like, we're never going to fight each other.
Right.
So AJ and Marab are like that. So, and a lot of people didn't
that's why DC always went down to like light heavyweight.
Yeah, to light. So he didn't have to, So he didn't have to like be like, because I'm going to keep winning. Nobody was going to beat DC at heavyweight.
Yeah, there's been a couple dudes that do that. They'll like train together at the same camp, and they'll just be like, "All right, I'll fight up, you fight down," kind of shit. Yeah.
But it was like I thought that was dope.
But Aljo moved up now, so then he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it."
And Marab just took his like. He was like he made his.
Dwalishvili.
He made. I don't even try to say the last one. I just like Marab. I just be like Marab. But he made his. It's crazy in this era of like everything, but even in professional like fighting, how. You can be on a win streak and then you don't get a title shot because the boss doesn't like you. Yeah. Even though you've been whooping people.
Might be out of the organization sometimes.
Then you go, exactly. But then you go on the internet and get on like on TikTok and YouTube and do all these like videos, and that's how Marab got his.
Is it?
He literally, people hated him. People didn't like him because he turned down the Aljo fights, and they're like, and then so when he got on YouTube and started being funny, and his English was kind of whatever, but it was like. He's funny. Yeah. So he got like a kind of an internet buzz, and people started liking him, and then it like made like Dana start putting him in fights again, and then he gave him the Sugar fight, and then he whooped Sugar and got the belt, and so it's like he kind of after it started when he took the jacket. When Sterling Sterling still had the belt,
so
and
funny.
when Sugar and Sterling got in the ring and was looking at each other, and he took his jacket off, not knowing, and kind of handed it. He took his Thriller jacket off and handed it to Marab.
Put it on,
and Marab put it on. It was all on the fence, and then he was like, "Give me my jacket." He was all mad, like you didn't realize you gave your jacket to the guy that's with the guy you're beefing with.
Yeah,
now he's like walking around with it.
O'Malley talked about it afterwards too, and he's like, "I don't know who the fuck that little midget was." He's talking shit.
That's hilarious.
He was like, I just thought he was like
one of the cage guys. Yeah, but that dude, he's entertaining. He proved like even last Saturday why he got the belt. And I'm not saying Islam didn't. It's just that was more like that's some shit I feel like you would see in the gym.
Yeah.
Like dudes going and the dude just grabs you and just boom, and it's over.
But
and it's like damn, that was it.
There was like two factors though. Like number one. Armin Sarukian, the dude he was supposed to fight, got injured last second.
Yeah,
so
and that's the nigga that looked like a Terminator.
Right. And so that would have been like a more competitive fight. And because usually if you have two main events that have championships, you usually make the main event the like bigger weight class. It's usually what it is.
But the dude looked like his hand, he was like letting off on him.
Right.
He was connecting a lot. Did he drop him?
Who? Moicano?
Did he?
No, I don't think so. I
don't
remember.
I felt like either he went down or maybe he was trying to shoot. I'm not. Because I was watching that at work. And
I was doing the same. Yeah, I was like half watching it. Yeah. But from what I saw, it was just like I don't know. He was just like kind of, being real defensive and just like he knew kind of he was just in his pocket or whatever. Because Moicano, like he's just like an active like puncher and shit like that. Like he'll come after you. Like he's not afraid to throw hands and like go for it. But that leaves him open.
Islam kind of was like he
so
backed up.
You had to like measure him a little
for a while
first.
He was getting caught. Like that's why I felt like he did like kind of stumble him or Like he like caught him with a solid one.
Yeah.
And then the Hill fight.
But
and,
but he's only the 10th ranked fighter though, is Moicano, and so they bumped him up like last
See what I'm
second,
saying?
right?
Like,
so like it's not necessarily fair to Moicano either, because he only had
just
like
got through in the fire.
a day to like figure out a tough ass opponent. But it is an opportunity to win a belt. So if you pull off a miracle, then you become a legend because of that. There's a couple dudes who've done that.
Like Volk's known for taking a bunch of fights last second.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's just,
but it was not enough time to like call in another dude who's not there and already weighed in.
Who was on
and
2
shit.
weeks
Like,
notice and they won? Somebody was on 2 weeks notice.
I know Bisping did it.
And even Chad Mendez when he fought? No, he was whooping on Conor, and then got tapped out, and that was like 2 weeks notice. And everybody was like, damn, because that's when Conor really hadn't looked like weak.
I mean, the legendary one is Nate, obviously, versus
that's
Conor.
it.
That was
that's
like
what
10
I was
days.
too.
Yeah. I think that was like 11 days or something.
But
like
I think
that.
Chad Mendez was like
Crazy
2
in
weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
And he was the first person was just landing. He was getting off on him. Like he pretty much bodied him for like 2 rounds. And then you could tell he just got tired and Conor just got him. And it was like, nigga, that's what 2 weeks and you did that. Imagine if he had 3 months and it would have been a way so much more competitive fight.
Right.
But the Hill fight was good too.
Was it Jerry?
Was it
Hill versus?
yeah,
Prohashka.
I was gonna try to say it. That's
No, my brain was just like
I jumped the gun.
the white samurai fool. Like,
he cut it
after the last loss.
And in the head, because I watched that fight mostly like all the way through. His head movement was crazy. Like he was because they was both getting off.
Yeah,
but his head movement was much. Man,
Jamal's game. You don't know. You just kind of like sleep on him sometimes because of you.
I think he relies too much on I'm gonna just sleep you.
Yeah,
and it's like that ain't.
But he's always game. Like he'll take punches, he'll take punishment, and he'll just be like, "All right, fuck you, I'm coming after you." Yeah, he came in two knee braces, like the old
Mike Tyson legs.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, the old uncle at the backyard party ready to whoop ass.
Like church shoes.
Yeah, right.
You know, slides and
like
knee braces.
Like he's got a button up, but it's like a little too tight.
Is that a turtleneck? No. He's like, no. It's just a regular collar. Like, why does it look like a turtleneck?
Jamal Hill's game though. Every time that like he gets into the deep end, he starts. He's gonna go out on his sword kind of shit.
Yeah, you gotta respect that.
Yuri fucking is a beast though.
Yeah, he got off. He was getting down.
And that's so crazy because Pereira is so much better than both of them, and it's like he's just on another level.
Well, I mean, like, how long was
both of them?
How long was Pereira versus Hill? Remember?
Like what? 1 round?
No, I mean, like,
I think so.
Yeah, I just remember
Yuri was what?
A couple rounds.
Yeah,
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, slept. He was trying.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah.
He was like. I think that hair like got his balance. Him cutting that because he was much more.
It's like the quicker. Opposite of a cat. It has like that long ass tail for balance. I felt like Yuri was like the shit's throwing it off
because I didn't even realize it was gone until like maybe the second round. And because I was like, this nigga like moving like, and then I kind of looked. I was like, oh shit, he cut his shit. So I think that is kind of like his antenna. Where was your antennas? When they was whipping my ass.
Oh shit!
It was a good card. Or from what I seen, it was pretty good. Good fights.
I'm gonna try and find it.
What about over the weekend? We lost TikTok and then got it back.
It was gone for like what, 13 hours?
4 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought I was justified in not opening an account and getting drawn into there. Because I was like, I don't want to. I was on my old man shit. Like, I don't want to learn some new.
Yeah, I only got it because a ex-girlfriend was like, "You need it," and then I just got it. And it's
ADD in a fucking app.
It's bad.
Yeah, no.
But it's a lot of misinformation, and that's the thing where people can be like, "Oh, well, people say this or Trump says this." When people say fake news, you can tell that a liar can tell the truth. The person that's scummy and does kind of TikTok is horrible. It's like it's misinformation. At least TikTok here, and I know certain people's algorithm is different, and maybe, but
yeah, like other countries, there's like some educational
it's like
shit.
it's like quantum physics and
that's what they
like
say,
financial
right?
advice.
Like
and
Chinese
like,
TikTok
here it's
is
like bad jokes and like
they're
thirst
like
traps.
Indian. They're like it's
I'm okay with
mathematics,
thirst traps.
but it's like I said, it's like random freak like stuff that. Like chicks just sitting on a laundry basket, just like bro, and I don't search it. So why is this even why is this being promoted to me? And I didn't search none of this.
How about the one where the chick is like wearing the like super revealing blouse and she's in the elevator like or in the office and shit walking around? You get those ones.
I get like random.
Nah,
like the
I got some like
I'm just getting
girls in wheelchairs and bikinis, but like that actually might be
Girls
my
in
fault.
wheelchairs?
That
Yo.
might be my fault
That's a wild
because it also
algorithm.
popped up
Very-
on Instagram too.
I've built this algorithm.
It's like
Brick by brick.
it's like thick
Rated
baddies
this.
and they're on wheelchairs. A couple amputees.
No break baddies. They ain't got no brakes on there. They just,
It's on downhill 4.
if you get like an old wheelchair, is that considered like an old school? Like you riding an old school car?
Yeah.
If you got like one of them wheelchairs from like the early '80s,
Bro, you
know what I mean?
seen
Deck
the
it out
tricked ones?
like a lowrider.
Yeah, have you
that'd be
seen those?
nice.
Have you seen people with them? I've seen.
Are you sure?
Yes. The tricked out ones where it's like Lokes on the side and shit, dude. Yeah.
The
Like-
golden spokes.
it's like Cheech and Chong airbrush on the back seat on the
White
back.
wall.
There's a
and
little
shit.
trailer behind it.
He got white wall. he got the pokers, the ones that stick out.
Yeah. It's got a little trailer
Like,
behind
nigga, that's
it
a Ben Hur
with the
carriage.
speaker.
Yeah.
That's a carriage from Ben Hur. With blades on it and shit. They get like close to another wheelchair.
It's gonna be like Fast and Furious Part 85. It's just gonna be them in mechanical wheelchairs.
That would be badass though. If you were,
Fast and Furious.
If you were like a
Jerusalem. Nazareth.
He's gonna go back in time now. That's what he got nothing
Family.
to do.
Dom Toretto traces his roots.
It's gonna be Vin Diesel with like one of those big white wigs from back in the day.
He's a Quaker. That nigga turned to a Quaker.
Quaker. What is his background? Could be a million different.
Yeah, he's like,
ethnicities.
he's like Italian, black.
But like the
'Cause
way
he's
he
like-
looks,
he's like black, Italian,
he
and
could be like
it's like
75
something
different
else.
things. So.
Like that video when he was like pop locking when he was like 15,
Yeah.
and he had like the little curly Justin Timberlake fro.
Yeah.
He was like,
Respect though.
he was
Respect
just
of it.
like, yeah, the family, Toretto.
You can
Man.
have anything as long
Well,
as it's a
You got another topic?
yeah, like,
No, just going.
Oh no, I'm just like looking at the time.
Yeah, like he's like
Cam got quiet. He's like,
He's all scared. He's like, I'm waiting to press the button on these niggas. Like, damn, what did we do to Cam?
hey, he got quiet. I just see his hand.
I told you
It's
it's
my
the
bad. I
Sky, it's because
went
we were talking
there.
about Skynet. It's the Skynet was like,
Nah, we had a conversation the other day, and I
went there.
expressed to him
Yeah.
why we need to keep the show at the time that it needs to be at.
Right.
And,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the show along, but he kind of took that the wrong way. And at the same time, it's kind of like,
no, that's
bro,
all.
you got to respect it if I kind of put that out there,
It's
you
just
know?
how the show is just rolling. We ain't got to just jump to every topic, but it's just like if we don't get to something.
But if we sitting up wasting time laughing and just, you know, it's like,
Hey,
all right, we can kind
hey,
of
that's the
transition
whole
to
shit.
another topic.
Talk some shit and laugh.
Because at that point, it was time to jump to something else,
All right,
you know?
new subject. Have you guys peeped the Intuit Dome yet? I think I'm going this week for the first time. I saw some video from like,
is that the one in Englewood?
UFC. Yeah, I saw some shit from the UFC.
No,
It
when
looked-
they
That
it
shit
looked
look like a
dope.
city.
It looked dope in there.
it
Yeah,
look like a whole city.
I've seen video. I've watched like a couple Clipper games and shit on TV, and it looks crazy.
I seen it when they did the first episode of Raw, Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Yeah, they did that there
And
too.
it was like the way that shit
Yeah,
looked like.
it looked wild.
That's just like a city. It
Speaking
looked
of,
like
that
magic.
shit was funny.
That shit was dope.
Because I was working at the bar and one of the coworkers put it on, but it was on mute because we had like just the house music playing and
Yeah.
shit. So I was just trying to like
Read lips?
and just like figure out commentary. I was like,
Should've told him put the
all right,
closed caption on.
This is what would be fun.
what I
In
got
my
at work.
head, no, I was just in my head. I was just like, anytime somebody came out, I was like, all right, this is what I would say if I was there making funny and shit. Like, the Hulkster came out and he's just like, he just came out hella
everyone's
MAGA.
cheering him.
He just came out hella MAGA.
Yeah, like the
bro. He's
news
just like,
update the next
yeah,
day.
brother, you know we did it, our duty and elected
You guys own beer brand?
guy, Trump 2020.
So even that,
You got beer brand.
yeah.
You got
And
beer
so
brand
even
shit.
that with the Hulk Hogan and Trump shit,
Just
and
like
getting booed. How and
our
how
Lord and
just said-
Savior,
Yeah.
Donald Trump. I'm coming back and returning to the rightful throne, brother.
Even how
did
they're
that,
trying
like,
to
that'd be
spin
so
that
funny.
shit.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
trying to spin that shit to they booed him because this is a Kamala state. Half those people guarantee you didn't even want to vote for Kamala, and if they did,
Yeah.
and that's again about the Trump shit. They don't want to recognize the truth of like the lady the Ashley Bibbett lady of why she got deleted.
Yeah.
you're making up some shit, and they're making up shit for Hogan.
Yeah.
They didn't delete you because of Kamala. I mean, they didn't.
Well, I mean,
like boo you because of Kamala Harris. They booed you because you have a history of
He's
just
saying some
being
racist shit.
bullshit. The racist shit was just the cherry on top. Finally,
Yeah.
You've been a bullshit liar since the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
That low key blackballed other wrestlers.
Yeah, like he tried to
that
do
hated
it
on
to.
people.
He tried to blackball Undertaker because of
Yeah, because he
of
tombstoned
apologizing.
him.
He's like, yeah.
He tombstoned him too hard. Oh, I think you cracked my spine. He was like, I wasn't even.
And like
holding
looked
you.
at you could like see the video.
Yeah, he's like, I wasn't even holding you there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then it turned in you were holding me too tight.
And then he said, "Oh, Andre the Giant died after that body slam." And in fact, Andre died like 7 years later.
Yeah.
Like, bro. Like,
He stretched the truth so many
It's
times.
just like he was originally the lead
was jump
singer in
roping with the
Metallica.
Yeah,
He was like he said that he was originally the lead
wild
singer of Metallica.
Yeah.
Like he was, and then he left the band, and that's when they got the lead, the dude that's been there the whole time, and they were even like, we don't know him, like that's just Hulk Hogan. Like we know Hulk Hogan. I've never I remember.
So like when
Hulk
you go
Hogan
from
played.
like he's lying to
Hogan.
it's dementia.
I mean, but damn, how long have you had dementia?
But also,
And
why
you
are they
can
putting him
actively
out
still
there?
wrestle?
Maybe he just
and
has a
cut
lot.
promos?
It's probably like CTE, concussion, CTE.
You can still actively
A little
cut
bit of
promos.
lying, dementia.
You can actively cut. You can
Bro,
actively.
that's why in my head I was just like giving him all the most MAGA lines and shit. Just like he was like,
Our Lord
"We're gonna
said-
let all the immigrants burn." like to do some shit like
He
that.
kept trying to. He was trying to fight the booze.
It's like moment of silence for Ashley Babbitt.
4 years sober. 4 years sober.
sober.
Go. Hopefully, you make it to 5.
Oh my god,
That's cold.
Cold blooded. Oh.
He's probably up there like she never got to try my new beer, but you can, brother.
That's cold.
Cold like this beer.
How do you feel about the Drake lawsuit?
Oh, I love that.
Going up a level, going up to now he dropped and then filed a federal lawsuit.
Oh, did he?
He dropped the regular.
I thought he dropped.
but he's not suing Kendrick. He's still suing. Like,
He's suing like
now he's but he's targeting YouTubers for like reacting to the song and saying they were like on the take. And they're like, bro, we're just like regular
They were
people.
being paid to promote it, and that's why you heard it everywhere. No one actually liked the song.
Or they were just
Everyone's
making
getting
money
paid
like
for
they
it.
always
Person
do
who
on
is getting
YouTube.
paid is academics to be on his jock.
Yeah,
all the
academics
time.
like, nah,
on,
Drake,
on the other way.
Drake really about this. Like,
And,
hey,
he,
man.
and he don't even know Drake. Like Drake don't even. Well, he like they've never met in real like in person.
Drake is that.
That's weird.
They're like those kids on the
Still?
playgrounds. Like, hey, can I
Still.
play with you? And you're like, maybe.
Yeah.
Not right now though.
Like you went out, you just threw some weird like LeBron James allegations out there to try to ruin this dude.
But yeah, he was like, yeah,
marriage.
we brought the girls.
Yeah, like,
I'm like, I was watching a reaction. They're like, isn't that trafficking?
like what are we talking about here? It's just
It's all crazy. If he's trying to get that messy, bro, I feel like he's gonna be also the one that comes out and if there's evidence of payola and shit like that, all the crazy marketing tactics. Because this dude went like crazy to the top, and he was crazy pushed by
Drake?
Yeah,
He's gonna get hit like P Diddy.
he was
did.
pushed by Apple. And you remember he was doing iPod commercials when he was doing the stupid little dance,
like in the
turtleneck.
wheelchair or like dancing. Oh
Dancing.
no, like all right,
right
yeah.
after the wheelchair when he
Yeah.
first blew up and he was.
I mean, before
used
that.
to
The
call me
Chingo
on
Bling.
my cell. He was doing the cell phone. They were
Hotline
using
Bling.
that. Yeah. And they were doing that shit all on the
you see
Apple.
Chingo Bling.
I said Chingo Bling.
Chingo,
yeah.
man, I ain't
Shout
heard
out
that.
Chingo.
You gotta hit the
I take
cigarette.
it to the torta shop.
You gotta hit the cigarette like, I haven't heard that name in years.
It's good to be
Yeah,
around
right.
other people of culture. You know?
Chingo Bling, haven't heard that name
Bro,
in
he had
ages.
some bangers back
That's
then.
wild.
Yo,
Really
he's
fucking
doing
did.
comedy though now.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a lot of dudes that I've seen.
He was a parody rapper though. So.
And I heard
get it.
because it was somebody that worked at Flappers. They said they were like some guy named Chingo, and I was like, I've only heard of a rapper named that.
Yeah, and that's him.
And then I was like, and I heard that he was doing. That was maybe 2 years ago. He was doing the comedy when she told me that. So I was like, that's crazy. That's dope. But shit, we gonna start wrapping it up. It's almost time. Yeah, we like ticking the timer. I felt like everybody's like, it's almost.
Notice how Tony has the water bottle on the phone in front of the timer.
Because he don't plan on looking at it.
I got you. I got
You
you.
know what I'm saying? Like the
always
disrespect.
look around.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to think. I'm like, how long did
I'm not gonna have it in my life.
how long did the intro
Like,
take?
nah, we about to fucking get in this now.
I
Like,
always look around and check.
What
the
you gotta
shit.
do is like slap a big sticker at the end of the video, like to be continued, and then just put that like special content somewhere.
You gotta start a Patreon.
You want to finish
it's
the
happened
full
before
episode?
when
Patreon.
when the show's gone on so long to where we run out of space. So there's no more video, but there's only audio.
Oh yeah, so it goes. You put the logo up and shit.
It goes to Spotify. It just shifts.
It turns into
It just shifts over.
It's just like Tony's tour dates and shit. It's just-
At that point, it's like
Everybody's
still another
plugged.
5 minutes of conversation and then the outro.
All right, we got 1
yeah,
minute. Let's
yeah.
go.
We got 46 seconds.
Like, somebody,
I think we on the outro.
Somebody in the comments said 4 minutes left. He's stupid. All right, this is Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GREMS. I got the Out of Breath Productions hosted by Mario at Thai Angel tomorrow night. Pull up to that. It's in Koreatown. There's going to be some dope comics on that. And I got the Grins and Sins comedy show February 6th in West Covina coming up. And shit, I'll just tap in. You'll see all the flyers and everything. And shit, that's what's cracking.
Cool.
That's what's up. That's right. Yeah, we got the Out of Breath show tomorrow. Come through. You might get a sticker. Just ask me about it. Yeah. I got new ones. I got new stickers.
You
Put that on there.
Karen was like, I'll fix that shit. So I knew y'all niggas didn't want to play. Like, come on.
Give us follow Out of Breath Productions, Mario Caballero, a.k.a. Poodle Caballeros. Follow on Instagram. Yeah, I'm all over. Just was doing Laughs Unlimited. That was fun. Had a good time up in SAC. Had a bunch of shows up there. A few in the Bay when I was home for Christmas. But now we out here. We out here in LA, doing it.
I love LA.
Got a show in Norco coming up this Thursday.
That's right.
It's like funds for like the hospitals in Palestine and shit like that.
dope.
So come through if you're out in Norco. I'll post a link on my page. And yeah, just give me a follow. We doing it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, Timmy De La Cruz. Follow me on Instagram at Daylaw831, DELA831. Should be getting back into stand up this year.
Yeah.
Right, gonna start obviously another couple of open mics. Try there.
Let's get out there.
Hopefully be back here a couple more times. And then yeah, that's basically it for me right now.
That's right.
Cam.
Y'all can tap in with me, COOLAZZCAM. Tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and innovative.comedy. And subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture.
Peace. Innovative comedy.